love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. You won't believe what just shook the NFL world because Philly is officially on fire with this latest development. And it's not just hype. It's something that could redefine the Eagles' defense as we know it. Khalil Mack, yes, the same Mack who has terrorized quarterback for years across the league, is now officially a part of the Philadelphia Eagles, and fans are already losing their minds over what this could mean for the team's pass rush dynamics. Imagine the sheer presence on the defensive line. A player who has consistently forced quarterbacks into panic, disrupted offenses in ways that almost feel unfair, now bringing that exact energy to a team already known for its aggressive defensive schemes. Analysts are already speculating that this move signals a shift in how Philly plans to approach games this season, hinting at a more relentless pursuit of the quarterback and a defensive identity that may become the talk of the league. Mack's arrival isn't just another signing. It's a statement that the Eagles are here to dominate, and the locker room buzz is reportedly electric with excitement. If you've been waiting for a defense to scare every quarterback in the NFC, this is it. Fans and insiders alike are poring over every detail of Mack's new contract, the implications it carries, and how it reshapes the Eagles' strategy moving forward, because this isn't a minor tweak. It's a full-on revolution in Philadelphia's defensive playbook. Sources close to the team claim that the coaching staff has been plotting this move for months, eyeing Mack as the piece that could tip the scales in the Eagles' favor in every high-stakes game. The impact isn't limited to just sacking quarterbacks. Mack brings leadership, intimidation, and a level of professionalism that can transform younger players around him, pushing them to elevate their game in ways that statistics alone can't capture. Philadelphia fans are already imagining stadium chants echoing in unison as Mack lines up across from some of the league's most notorious offensive lines, and the narrative of the Eagles as a defensive powerhouse is suddenly alive with more credibility than ever before. The whispers around the league suggest rival teams are nervously recalculating game plans, because Mack's presence changes the entire geometry of offensive schemes and forces coordinators to adapt on the fly, potentially turning the Eagles into a nightmare matchup week after week. The drama doesn't stop there, because speculation about Mack's first impact game is already dominating social media, with fans debating which quarterbacks will feel the full force of his relentless pressure. There's an almost cinematic quality to the imagery circulating online. Mack's signature moves, his explosive bursts off the line, the way he reads the play before it unfolds. And now it's Philly's turn to showcase that kind of defensive artistry. Rumors suggest that insiders in the Eagles' locker room are hinting at secret packages designed to maximize Mack's unique skill set, integrating his veteran instincts with a front seven that already has aggressive pass rushers, creating a nightmare scenario for opposing offenses. Analysts are dissecting every angle, from how Mack will line up in different defensive looks to the rotations that could keep him fresh while still allowing him to terrorize quarterbacks relentlessly. The excitement is palpable, and even casual NFL fans are tuning in to witness this unfolding story, because it's rare to see a single player with the potential to reshape the identity of an entire team. The buzz isn't just local. This is national, and the media frenzy is a testament to how significant this signing could be. Talk about locker room chemistry, because Mack's arrival isn't just a headline. It's a seismic shift in culture, with teammates reportedly inspired by his work ethic and reputation. Veteran players are said to be welcoming him with open arms, seeing him as someone who not only contributes on the field, but also elevates the entire squad through mentorship and relentless preparation. Rumors suggest that practice sessions have already taken on a new intensity, with Mack's presence forcing adjustments in both drills and strategy, pushing everyone to step up to a higher standard. The narrative around Philadelphia suddenly includes visions of defensive domination that rival anything we've seen in the past decade, with Mack at the center, orchestrating chaos for opposing offenses with precision and brutality. The speculation about how quickly he'll gel with the defensive line is heating up, as insiders hint at a near-instant synergy that could make the Eagles' pass rush one of the most feared in modern NFL history. Philadelphia has been buzzing, and the stadium is poised for a season where every quarterback knows that stepping onto that field could be the most uncomfortable moment of their careers. Meanwhile, social media is ablaze with reactions, memes, and wild predictions about Mack's impact, as fans speculate on everything from sack totals to highlight reel moments that could redefine the Eagles season. Podcasts and sports networks are dissecting the signing endlessly, breaking down film, comparing it to past seasons, and debating how other teams will counter this move. The undercurrent is clear. This is more than a single acquisition. It's a narrative shift, a story that will dominate headlines for weeks, if not months. Analysts are quick to point out that integrating Mack effectively requires finesse from the coaching staff, strategic rotations, and the right support from fellow defenders, making this a chess match as much as a display of raw athletic talent. Rumors indicate that the Eagles' front office is laser-focused on maximizing this investment, seeing it not only as a way to win games, but as a statement to the league that Philly is unafraid to pursue dominance with bold moves. The narrative surrounding Khalil Mack in Philadelphia is no longer just speculation. It's becoming an unavoidable reality that could rewrite the expectations of this franchise for years. Finally, the drama surrounding Mack's debut is building to a crescendo as insiders drop hints about his preparation, his mindset, and how he plans to attack offenses in the upcoming games. Stories suggest that his competitive fire is unmatched, with every practice session, film study, and meeting designed to sharpen his instincts and ensure that he's ready to impact games immediately. The chatter in Philadelphia is a mixture of excitement and suspense, with fans already predicting highlight reels, historic defensive performances, and games that could turn into defensive clinics purely because of Mack's influence. Rival teams are said to be reviewing every snap, considering how to protect their quarterbacks, and brainstorming unconventional strategies just to contain him. There's an almost palpable tension in the air as media, fans, and analysts speculate on how quickly the Eagles can integrate this superstar into their defensive schemes. Every detail, from his position on the line to his alignment in blitz packages, is being scrutinized because the expectations are sky high, and failure is not an option in a city that thrives on football. Mack's arrival is not just a signing. It's a story, a saga, a ripple that will inevitably grow into a tidal wave for the NFC this season, and everyone is watching to see how it unfolds. The buzz around Khalil Mack in Philadelphia isn't slowing down, and insiders suggest that the ripple effects of this signing are already being felt across the locker room, the coaching staff, and even rival teams. The moment the news broke, social media exploded with speculation, fan theories, and predictions that range from historic sack totals to MVP-level defensive performances. Sources close to the Eagles claim that Mack's work ethic is contagious, that every young linebacker and defensive lineman is being pushed to elevate their game just by observing his preparation, intensity, and attention to detail. Rumors hint that practice sessions are now almost cinematic in their intensity, with Mack orchestrating pressure drills and defensive schemes that mimic real game scenarios with brutal accuracy. Analysts are suggesting that the Eagles' pass rush may become the defining feature of this season, a unit that opponents will have nightmares about, simply because Mack's presence alters the geometry of every offensive play. The conversations around the league aren't just about one player joining a team. It's about a seismic shift in the NFC, with Philadelphia signaling that they're ready to redefine what dominance looks like on defense. Mack's arrival has sparked a narrative frenzy that seems unstoppable. Meanwhile, the strategy rumors are piling up, and NFL insiders are painting a picture of the kind of chaos Mack could unleash. Some suggest that he will rotate between multiple positions on the defensive line, creating confusion for opposing quarterbacks and offensive coordinators alike. There are whispers that new blitz packages are already being tested in practice, designed specifically to leverage Mack's speed, strength, and intelligence to maximum effect. The coaching staff is reportedly thrilled with how seamlessly Mack is integrating, hinting at a near-instant chemistry with the defensive front that could make the Eagles' pass rush historically difficult to contend with. Social media analysts are going wild, projecting scenarios where every quarterback in the NFC East could see their season statistics dramatically affected simply by facing Mack. Rumors also suggest that teammates are stepping up, inspired by his intensity, and the locker room dynamic is reportedly electric, with young players motivated to match the veterans' relentless standards. The Eagles might just be crafting a defensive juggernaut, and the league is on high alert. The excitement around Mack's potential debut is reaching almost mythical proportions, with fans speculating about every game, every snap, and every highlight moment he could produce. Rumors indicate that insiders have seen Mack working late into the night on film study, dissecting opposing quarterbacks' tendencies, and perfecting his reaction timing to exploit even the slightest mistakes. Analysts point out that a player of Mack's caliber can change a team's identity overnight, shifting the entire defensive philosophy and forcing opponents to adjust in ways they never anticipated. Philadelphia's fans are already envisioning stadium chants, highlight reels, and sack celebrations that could dominate sports media for weeks. The narrative spreading around the league is that Mack doesn't just pressure quarterbacks. He defines them, exposes them, and, in some cases, terrifies them. This signing has the makings of a storybook season where one player's arrival could reverberate across the league in ways few could have predicted. Rumors hint at a near-instant impact, with analysts projecting that the Eagles could see their defensive statistics soar, potentially rewriting expectations for the entire season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. But the intrigue doesn't stop at the defensive line. Rumors are swirling that Mack's presence is influencing the entire defensive strategy, from secondary alignments to linebacker rotations, creating a holistic shift in how Philly approaches every offensive play. Insiders claim that the coaching staff is experimenting with innovative schemes that utilize Mack's versatility, making it difficult for any team to predict where the pressure will come from. Social media is already flooded with mock-ups of defensive formations, what-if scenarios, and projections of game-changing plays that Mack could execute. The buzz extends beyond the field, as fans speculate on the psychological impact his arrival might have on opposing teams, creating a sense of dread for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators alike. Analysts are quick to point out that while statistics are important, the mere presence of a player like Mack can alter the tempo, rhythm, and confidence of every team on the field. The rumors, speculation, and projections are building into a crescendo, hinting at a season where Philadelphia could redefine defensive football with a single signing as the catalyst. Speculation about Mack's influence extends even further into playoff predictions, with pundits and fans alike arguing that his presence could be the difference between a strong defensive showing and a championship-contending team. Rumors suggest that his leadership, combined with the skill of Philadelphia's existing defensive core, could turn the Eagles into a nightmare for high-powered offenses, forcing them to rethink game plans and offensive strategies from the first whistle. Analysts are already drawing parallels to historic defensive dynasties, comparing the potential impact of Mack's arrival to legendary units that dominated their eras. Social media debates rage about sack totals, quarterback pressures, and game-changing plays, while insiders hint that Mack's approach to preparation, mental toughness, and on-field awareness could inspire a cultural transformation within the Eagles. Fans are predicting that every snap he takes will be dissected, celebrated, and remembered as part of a season-defining performance. The rumors surrounding Khalil Mack are becoming a narrative that transcends mere speculation. It's now a story the NFL cannot ignore, one that promises excitement, drama, and a new era of defensive dominance in Philadelphia. Finally, as the countdown to the season continues, the anticipation surrounding Khalil Mack's impact has reached fever pitch, with every corner of the NFL community speculating on how quickly and decisively he will influence games. Rumors suggest that Mack's combination of experience, skill, and relentless energy is already elevating the Eagles' entire defensive mindset, creating a level of confidence and fearlessness that few teams can match. Analysts predict that his integration will force opponents to adapt on the fly, leading to chaotic scenarios where even the most prepared offenses struggle to maintain composure. Social media buzz is saturated with projections, highlight real fantasies, and wild speculation about the narrative arcs that could define the Eagles' season. Rumors circulating among insiders hint that every defensive play could be amplified by Mack's presence, making him not only a threat on the field, but a symbol of the team's renewed identity and ambitions. Philadelphia fans, sports analysts, and NFL competitors alike are watching closely, knowing that Khalil Mack's arrival is more than a rumor. It's the start of a defensive revolution, a story poised to dominate headlines, and a saga that could redefine what it means to be a contender in the NFL. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.